Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. It's the Spiritual Warrior UK here. If you're new to the channel, thank you for joining me. Please like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, join our family. It's because of your support that the channel keeps going. I'm here most days. I try and mix up the readings to, try and make it a little bit more interesting. Today we are looking at a sacred union reading just to check in with the energies. The energies have been interesting. I've been getting a lot of repeated messages in the readings that I've been doing for the last week, and even in the picker piles that I just uploaded, that I put out on Friday. Again, it was the same message on every single one, so it's going to be really interesting to see if this comes through. You can also follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram and Facebook, The Spiritual Warrior UK, and if you would like a personal reading, then my website with all my offerings that's restocked every Saturday is thespiritualwarrior.uk. So let's get started. Let's have a look and see what's going on for the joint energies, please, Spirit. So just as I'm shuffling, I'm calling in my guides, the angels, just to cleanse my energies and just bring in anything that my collective need to know about their union, please. So what's going on in the joint energies for the union, please? What's going on in the joint energies for the union for my collective, please, Spirit? Joint energies, please. Joint energies for this union. What do we need to know? Thank you. Okay, starting with the Four of Wands. Joint energies, thank you. Okay, there was a card that flipped. Okay. So what I'm getting in the joint energies is much more of a stable energy. That is actually going underneath there is what they're telling me. The stability of the Four of Wands, the stability. Four of Wands is the twin flame union, and this is the joint energies of where both masculine and feminine come together. And for me, what I'm getting is that there has been a shift. The message that I've been getting all week is you can't see the wood from the trees. So if you're new to the channel, if you've been watching my readings all week, it's been on all of them. You can't see the wood for the trees, because what was happening is that everybody was getting caught up in what was going on, what was manifesting, what wasn't manifesting, what was clearing, and really got caught up in the now, in the energy of the 3D. And it was getting over encompassing. It was getting so intense that you needed to take a step back. You needed to take a step back and detach so you could really see what it was you needed to see. And that's what I'm kind of getting. So the message is continuing here, what I'm getting for this card. So when you step back, even you stay into your own energy, but then you can see what you're meant to see. You can see your union. You can see your union with yourself, is what they're telling me now. To take a step back, to not be so attached, to not be so focused on the union, on the outcome, will actually help this progress at a greater speed. So what this journey is that it is a journey of ascension, a journey into greater development, a journey into a greater awareness of the different planes, of the different realms, of the different energies. And you are doing this, you have been triggered through a sacred partnership, twin flame, soulmate, whatever label resonates with you. But the journey is about ascension. And what I'm being told is now you need to focus on the ascension. Because I know we want the outcome, and I know we want the happy ever after. And this is not that it's not going to happen, but it's gone to a different level. The sneakiness, the deception of the past that caused the heartbreak has been put to one side. If it hasn't, this is general collective reading, so please take what comes up and what resonates. If you have not let this go, then this is the area of where you need to work on. What I'm getting for most of the collective is the work has been done on both parties, on the masculine and the feminine. It's really interesting because I always put the masculine on this side and the feminine on this side when I do my readings, but actually with your sides of your body it's in reverse. So your left side is your feminine side and your right side is your masculine side. Excuse me. Okay, getting some throat stuff coming through. Okay, they're trying to correct me with something and I can't quite make out what it is. But whatever it is, it'll come. So, but when I do my readings, I do the masculine on this side. Okay, I think this message is going to come forth in the cards as we go through. I do the masculine on this side and the feminine on this side, and I do feel that more stability has come in on the masculine side. We're just talking energy, so your masculine energy is more stable, and where the feminine energy was more focused on what had happened in the past and the heartbreak and the deception, that has now been cleared, and more levels of that had been brought up and cleared through. And as I said, take it as it resonates. If you don't feel that you're doing that, then this is the area that you need to work on. Excuse me. This is the area of where the joint energies are, of letting go of the heartache, letting go of this deception, and moving forward in life, moving forward in a much more stable place, coming together in an energetic union of moving forward at a much more level playing field is what they're giving me, in a much more harmonious energy. So when you're talking about masculine and feminine energy, if you're two in your masculine, you can't attract a masculine in his masculine, because you're like magnets and you will repel. That doesn't mean to be that you need to be soft and nurturing all the time, because these energies are flow, there is movement. But if you're two in your masculine, it's very difficult for the masculine to be in his masculine and then come to forward with you. It's about getting that balance, and it's a very fine line. And this is what feels that has actually happened, that there is a big shift, and that the feminines have really moved forward to a different level of independence, really being shown the Nine of Pentacles, good in their self, in their sovereignty, in their independence, and really kind of feeling good in what's going on in their life. Their life feels like it's progressing, whether it's in union or not. But there has been a big shift in letting go of the negative thought process, the negative energies, and the past. Can you tell me more about the Seven of Swords, please? Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Thank you. Seven of Swords, please. Thank you. This is really interesting. I'm just going to blow this candle out because I'm not sure if it's this that's getting down my throat, but something is. This card flipped over in the deck when I was shuffling. And when I split the deck, I also saw this. What I'm getting is the deception and the heartache of the past has been moved forward, and what's coming forth is a much more progression into a loving place, a much more progression into an offer, an emotional fulfillment, filling up your own cup of love, moving forward with your own love and understanding of how to love yourself and how to be, and also moving forward within the union in a more loving way, in a more harmonious way, in a more joint way, because there's been a stepping back. There has been a separation, I feel, for most of my collective, where there has been a significant time apart, and I take that as that resonates. And that was the clearing. That was so each individual could work on themselves before the coming together takes place. And I feel that there is movement now coming together, because this has been left behind. This has been dropped. It's not that it's been ignored. It's not that at all. It's, you know, everything that happens for a reason. So you learn from it. You process it, you work with your own boundaries and how that works with you, and then you let it go, you transmute it. It's not that you bury your head and you pretend that it didn't happen. You grow from everything that is put in front of you, whatever that may be. Okay, let's have a look at the masculine energies, please. What are the current masculine energies? Current masculine energies, please. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. I'm feeling the energy with them. Bottom of the deck. Okay, so we've got the Five of Swords. We have Five of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Lots of fives going on here. Big changes coming through. Five of Cups. So 3 5s in this spread. In reverse, the Hermit in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles and the Star, and there was energy in all of them, which is why I took them. I'm an intuitive reader, don't always read traditionally what's on the cards. The Five of Swords, what I'm getting here is the anger that was, the anger that built up where you walked away, where you continue to fight internally, left you out in the cold. And oh, okay, this is interesting. So where that built up, where you walked away, left you out in the cold. The other message that's coming in is, if there was a return to a karmic situation, that, now remember, karmic situation is not necessarily a person, or where you went back and started interacting again with a karmic person, it was never going to change. It's like you were holding on to the past, of holding on to it so tightly, because the future, the not knowing, the brightness of what the future could be, almost scared you. It did scare you. I don't know why I'm saying almost. Did scare you. So you kept looking back on the past. You kept focusing on the energy of the past. And I feel that there was some interaction in, not necessarily on an intimate level, I'm not getting that, but an interaction of, let's try to get on better. Let's try to have civil communication. Let's try to portray a better family unit for whoever is around, friends, family, children. Use it as it resonates. But actually what you were doing is holding on to the energies so tightly of the past that it was blocking you. And what I'm getting is that this old karmic cycle was so bad, you don't even want to look at each other. You can't even walk next to each other. You both feel like you're out in the cold because of the energies between you. And there had to be something that really stopped that really moved that away, so both of you could heal, so both of you could move forward, and both of you could go on to things that made you happy. As again, I don't feel that it's an intimate connection, but there was an almost, let's try and get to a better level playing field, and at that moment in time, at this moment in time, or whether they're moving into that, it's just not possible, because there's too much underlying Okay, I'm getting monetary issues going on. For some of you, take it as it resonates. So if this is an old karmic and the divorce settlement is going through, then that is the issues. The money brings up a lot of issues, or it's just what is going on currently in the 3D. With the 5 of Cups, so we've got lots of change that's going on here, but I feel that there is progression working through here at the moment. So where you were really focusing on the past, again, another card of looking back. He's looking back, you're looking down, you're not looking at what's in front of you, that you're coming out of that. There needed to be a time of reflection. Again, that is coming to a close, where you're starting to work, where you're starting to move forward, and all the work that you've done with your introspection is starting to grow, though the feminine might not see it yet. But balance is coming in, balance and light is coming in, because you know now where you want to go. It's almost like you had to see this in a different light to understand it. And I do feel that this is where the throat is gone, because they keep bringing me to this blue crystal. I don't know what it's called, but I know it's the throat chakra, and that was really what was being activated massively earlier for me. The candle that's burning is the Palo Santo, so it's a clear, and I use it all the time. I don't normally have that effect, so I feel that there was things that weren't said, and it just, you know, what's gone on with this karmic is there's so much layers, so much that hasn't been said, so much emotions. I'm just going to leave it with that. So much emotions going on that you have to walk your separate ways. You have to find yourselves before. When I say come back together, I don't mean come back together as in you're coming back together, but come back together to have some sort of relationship on another level. So if there's family around, if there's children around, you need to be separated for a time to work through those emotions, to come back in a more balanced state, so then you can formulate a new relationship of calmness, of respect, of how you move forward on a different layer. Okay, let's have a look at the feminine. Where's the feminine's current energy, please? Wow, yes, she is feeling good. We've got the 10 of Cups and we've got the Temperance. Balance as well. Okay, and we've got the Page of Wands. And we've got the Ace of Swords. Tell me why the Ace is in. Okay. Flying out. Okay, we've also got the Emperor on the bottom of the deck and the High Priestess. They're telling me to take. So where the feminine is at the moment, the feminine is in a good place. She's worked hard. She knows what it is she wants, and she's not going to settle for anything less than that. There's no more breadcrumbs going on. The separation, the moving back, has really allowed the feminine to grow and know her worth and know what balance is, to know, if I want to walk to the top of the mountain, I want to go to the mountain. I want to have a relationship that's everything that I dreamed of. I'm not prepared to settle for anything less. I have my cups, my 2 cups of love, and I know what love is for me, and I know what I'm worth, and I know what I want. I can have exactly what it is I want, and I'm manifesting. I have 1 foot in the water cooling it down and 1 foot on land heating it up, because I can create this balance, because I deserve this balance. This is also a card of patience here, and we've also got patience within the Divine Masculine side. The Page of Wands is that new start coming. The page comes after the 10. It's a new beginning, a message, physical energy, unexpected news, looking at a new growth. He's looking at his wand here, and all the new leaves are just starting to grow, because it's a new beginning. The tough times are behind you, all these hills behind you. Now, Ace of Swords in reverse, the clarity and the new beginning is not quite here. And why is that? The Devil energy. I feel that that has been something that you've been working through, and it's been about stepping into your masculine energy, or has more to do with your counterpart, and that is where the energy has been a mismatch, of where your focus is too much on your divine counterpart and not on yourself. So go back into your inner self, go back into your spiritual wisdom, your sensitivity. You know, this is you, this is your higher power. There is a mystery about you, and there are things that you can let go. There are things that you don't need to be so secretive about. There are things that you can be more open about energetically, because I do feel that with this as well, the masculine doesn't really know where you stand. I do feel that this is a little bit his feeling of being out in a cold on another level. But your energies of where you've been, sometimes I read in front of the collective, so this may not have happened to you yet, sorry, but you know, it's good to feel the devil energy to come up. It's good to feel, because it's the other layers. The devil's not bad, it's just the ego, and the ego is there to protect you, and the ego is there to learn from, and you're stepping into your masculinity, moving things forwards and really bringing about balance in new beginnings, knowing your worth, knowing what it is you want. It's a very, very strong energy for the feminines. Okay, they're telling me to go for another deck. Let's have a look at this one. I haven't used this for a while. Okay, let's see where the joint energies are moving forward, please. Okay, where are the joint energies moving forward, please? Joint energies of this union moving forward. Thank you. Okay. And there we've got the Lovers. Beautiful. We've got the Daughter of Air, which is the daughter, I always have to double check, I'm pretty sure is the Page. And there was also a card that flipped, which they're telling me to get. Unless it flipped back. Could well have flipped back. No, I can't find it. Okay, it must have flipped back. Okay, let's get one more then. Tell me more about the Daughter of Air, please. Father of Fire. Lovely. Thank you. Yeah, this is the Death card. So we've got the Lovers. So the sacred union moving forward, choices moving forward, union moving forward, coming together. In the shared space, we have the Four of Wands and we have the Lovers. The Daughter of Air is the Page of Swords. Where in the upright can be quite reckless behavior, but I feel that moving forward, because of the growth, because of the development, reckless behavior is not going to happen anymore. We've got the whether it's an eagle or hawk. So the hawk in the totem is the messenger. It's the power of focus. It's moving forward. And I feel that that's it. It's the messenger coming forward. No more reckless behavior through transformation, through the death of the old behaviors that have taken place. Moving forward to the King of Wands, knowing their growth, with passion and action, wanting to take action, wanting to really move forward and create and growth in this maturity that has developed within the union. And then we've got the Eight of Fire. So this is coming in as it starts to move, as this starts to progress into your energy field. This is going to come in quickly. This is going to come in at a greater pace, and it's going to give you insight. Let's just give me one more, please. Thank you. Okay, so we've got Torment here, which is the Devil. Interesting that the Devil has come twice. Let's just see. Okay, I've got it. Let's just get a clarifier on the Devil. Let's just get a clarifier, please, just to, thank you. And we've got the Son of Fire, which is the Knight of Fire. 3 of Fire, Medicine Man. Okay, so the Medicine Man in here is the Magician. So what I was getting with this is that when you get your wishes come true, when things come in really, really quickly, I don't feel that they'll come in necessarily with everything, but what happens is that the devil energy, the egoic energy comes up. It's like I can't possibly have what it is I've always dreamed of, and that's the case. So it's just to bear in mind as this moves through, as the union comes in, that there could be some devil energy that comes up, and what you need to do is really ground that in and not sit within the Knight of Wands, within that in and out energy, that you communicate, that you ground that energy in so it becomes stable, because you're not prepared to go with an in and out energy. And the union has developed into a much more mature place. With the 3 of Wands, this is with a plan. There is now a plan. There is thinking of the future ahead, but in a joint way is what I'm getting with this, in a very progressive way, in a way that is because of everything that you've been through, because of the journey, because of your individual growth, you're now coming together, because between the 2 of you, you have everything you need to now do this together. You have everything that you need, all the tools that you need, because the Medicine Man is the Magician. The Magician has the abilities to do everything. He has everything that he needs within his sack, very much like here. We've got the Hawk here, the Messenger, and the Stag of groundedness, development, wiseness. That wiseness coming in with this unity. Just watch the devil energy. Now, whether this is the feminine energy, divine feminine, that will come in from her side, from the emotional side, because it's just that you can't have all your wishes fulfilled. If you have your wishes fulfilled, what happens if it doesn't work out? What happens if there's that in and out energy? What happens if they leave? So it's just to bear that in mind. So just a lovely reading. Let's just leave you, okay, I've picked this deck, with just some guidance for the week. Okay, we've got angel messages. I don't normally use these cards. I don't really know why. Okay, messages, guidance for the divine masculine. Here. Okay, that was quick. No need to worry. No, there is no need to worry. I do feel that with the masculines, it's a little bit, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to be received. That there is, well, I feel the masculines for this group are warriors. They're overthinkers. And a lot of it is around that. It's about just letting that go into that heart space. Always felt that September was going to be quite a poignant month in shifts. And I do feel that there are a lot of shifts coming in, which open up the pathway. I'm laughing again because they're saying to me, getting you out the forest so you can see. So again, you can't see the wood for the trees. So clearing the way for the development to take place, clearing a way for the union to come together in a more solid way. So guidance for the feminine, please. Ask your angels. So what I'm getting with this is that when the devil energy comes up, when the egoic comes up, go tune into your guides, tune into your angels. They are offering you support and guidance as always. I'm hearing make it a little bit more of a ritual, make it more of something that happens all the time, rather than just pinging in when you need to. Ask for guidance and development every day is always a really good thing. And then guidance for the union, please. What do we need to know for the union? Okay. Choose a new direction. And that's really what this is all about. Choosing a new direction is choosing a new way of how it's been. There is such a development within this joint energy from the current moving into the future. And the current is, as I said, I've got a strong feeling that when you're watching this, that you're not in union, and that's what's changing. It's changing of coming together. See here, there are two people, masculine and feminine, because you're coming together and you're growing together. You're becoming the star together rather than one holding the light and the other trying to catch up. It becomes much more of a balance, and you start to grow, you start to progress, and you start to growth in light and take a new course of